Hi, thank you for coming to Noir Night in October. Look at that. Isn't that noirish? Look at that right there. Isn't that neat style right there? Since it's October, I like to show a movie that dips its toe into the horror genre. We have a movie tonight that is atmospheric. I wish I had a fog machine, but I don't. The name of the movie tonight that we're showing from 1948 is The Amazing Mr. X. What do you think of that title? I feel like there's too much going on, kind of busy, amazing. Okay, that's amazing. X, Mr. X, who's that? Not sure. Too mysterious. Sci-fi, X-ray, something. Go ahead and scrub your mind of whatever that is. I just want you to have no expectations. It's also known occasionally as The Spiritualist, and that's because the film deals with the movement known as spiritualism, which formed in the 1800s after the Civil War. Probably started with good intentions, people doing seances, crystal balls, hocus pocus, try to reach deceased people. Quickly became a con artist game to deceive people. But it's also great cinematic fodder. Through the years, there have been many spiritualist characters and themes. This film is sort of like a gothic noir, gothic horror, trickled down from Hitchcock's Rebecca. Excuse me. Truly, I swear to you, I'm not just being hyperbolic here to hype you up. It's truly one of the most visually exciting movies I've ever seen. I only saw it for the first time a few months ago, and I was like, Noir Night, I'm showing it. I think I'm out of town, so I'm jealous that you guys are getting to see it on the big screen because I haven't seen it. The film stars an actor named Turhan Bey. Turhan Bey. Turhan Bey. Turhan Bey. Who the hell's Turhan Bey?
A woman, your sister. Is it your sister?
He was an actor of Turkish and Czech Jewish origins, referred to by some fans as the Turkish Delight or Turkish Valentino. Sometimes even maybe unfortunately accidentally billed as Turban Bey. At one point he was romantically linked to Lana Turner, who wasn't, honey. He had a lot of promise and momentum, kind of halted in the early 50s. Quit acting, he moved away. But then he came back to Hollywood, had a nice little character actor run in the 90s, appearing in such things as Murder, She Wrote. He plays a great character who has many turns and twists and arcs, and this was his favorite of all his films. The print that this film was mastered off of came from his personal collection at some point. Directed by Bernard Voorhaus. From watching this, I would think this guy's got to be a great director. The movie keeps the ball in the air. I had no idea where the movie's going. Once you think it's just atmosphere, then there's some story. Then when you think, oh, it's just story, boom, here's a good performance. Once you think it's a good performance, boom, here's some visual play. Back to spiritualism. Harry Houdini, renowned magician, apparently hated spiritualism, rallied against it. He was like a spiritualist cop, busting spiritualists. He hated, believed the thought behind it was that magic is entertainment. We know it's an illusion, and we're going in to see a trick. Emphasis on, it's a trick. We don't know how it's done, but it's entertaining to try to figure it out, because it looks like, wow, is that real? Is that magic? Spiritualism, because these mediums claimed it was real, were taking advantage of people and saying they could speak to dead relatives and stuff like that. So Houdini hated that. This film, interestingly to me, maybe not you, to me, I'm going to talk about it anyway. This film plays with appearance a lot. There's an exploration between appearance versus reality. Visual misdirect. Basically, like, you see how I'm talking to you right now? Like, the movie is doing that to you with its visuals. There'll be a visual where you're like, we all perceive this as one thing. Turns out it's something else. I think that's cool because it's very meta and it's very experience. It's almost like the movie is saying the same thing that the mission of magic is saying. Hey, we're here to have fun. We're here to show you a trick. We're not trying to tell you this is real and saying that your dead relatives are in this movie. Almost like Houdini's definition of magic, the filmmakers are employing that idea. Have I lost you? Do you care? I just think it's cool. I think kind of meta. They're having a fun experience with you as the viewer, and you're also, it's like we're having a conversation here. Come on. A lot of these visually exciting things are thanks in turn to director Bernard Voorhaus and perhaps one of the greatest cinematographers to ever do it. You should know his name by now. John Alton. Alton and Voorhaus collaborated a few times, so they probably had a shorthand on the set. Alton was a famously fast-working pioneer of the film noir style. Guy's so inventive. Apparently he could work so fast. Other cinematographers hated him, booted from being able to do work with the studios. Other cinematographers of power were like, hey, this guy's doing it too easy. So he was relegated to a lot of B pictures, noir film. Just so good. He was resourceful. I don't know, he was good, resourceful. Let's go ahead and say it, a genius. A lot of very cool photographic tricks in this film. I might have said this. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic. This is one of the most visually exciting movies. Every shot, they are maximizing opportunities to make you have a good time. By the end of the film, you realize that there were no accidents. Rides the line between fun, silliness, and visual poetry. Oh, look at that. I'm finding my light. Look at that. Look at that. Wow. You see that? It's getting kind of noirish. That's just natural sunlight. Kind of like John Alton. Look at that. Kind of like John Alton. See how he'd do that? Look at that. Kind of like John Alton here. Wow, we're just using what we've got, but using it well. That's what we're doing now. Film also stars Kathy O'Donnell, who to me looks kind of like Sigourney Weaver. Think about it. It's not Sigourney Weaver.
I'm glad somebody finally realized that.
Visual fake out. You might remember her from Side Street, which we've shown. I also want to say a little bit about the character of Hoffman, played by a guy named Harry Mendoza, who didn't do a ton of acting. If you look at his credits, he often played magicians, and he often served as a technical consultant on a number of classic films. I just think it's really interesting. He gives a kind of a grounded performance, and he's not necessarily a trained actor, while other actors are giving a very of the era stylized performance. Why, what is going on here with this? And I'm an actor giving my lines, delivering my lines.
Yes, I suppose it is strange.
And he's just kind of throwing off his lines like that. The opening shot filmed in Malibu, area called Point Doom, which you might recognize from a film ending called Planet of the Apes. Damn you bastards. It's also the same place where the house blows up at the end of Kiss Me Deadly. This time, it's at the beginning. Okay, this is getting weird. Okay, enjoy the movie.